Know about me. You don't bear with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon'.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Green Bay Packers. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back. And it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Out of the gun, McDonald. Looking for a second, he's got it. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. From the gun, it's McDonald.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, McDonald able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Play action. It's McDonald. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And some space here. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter.
Packers 6. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this will be a Packers 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Now he'll let it go deep right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 47 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Their own 25-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
13. Steelers 7.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun, McDonald is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
Now he'll pull it down. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he's still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And this will pin them nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
And the Steelers' 1st down.
They go play action with McDonald. Flush to his right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. You think about the great running backs in the game today. I don't know if Aaron Jones is a name that comes immediately to mind, but it should, evidenced by that run there. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. From the gun, McDonald. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up Jackson, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Yeah, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Jones. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Love. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, 40 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
On the return, Andy Isabella. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. McDonald. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Open man, here's Foster. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, McDonald. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come. From, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
Here's Love. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. McDonald throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Throwing is McDonald. And he rifles one incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw again. McDonald. Hit as he throws there. Complete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. From the gun, McDonald. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and... get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Love from the gun. He finds an opening past the 40. Got an open man. It's Valdes-Scantling. 12 yards there and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A gain of 14 yards brings up 3rd down.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And that'll bring up second down. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third. Play fake. Here's Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Final minute now of the third quarter. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he works free. The 30, past the 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Curtis Samuel, 79 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. 11 yards there. First down.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun. Love. And his throw is incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Operating from the gun. Love. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. On play action. Love to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. It's a gain of 34.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 10 yards out, and the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Isabella. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that
play. Here's a throw to his running back. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now the second down throw on target. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 37 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some room to roam now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, Love. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Touchdown, Packers! Marquez Valdes-Scantling, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Packers add on to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The Steelers take over.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
First down, Pittsburgh.
first down. McDonald. He's going to let it fly. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Operating from the gun. McDonald. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Love. He's got Adams on the hookup. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Play action this time with Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Love, they go play action now. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. But he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. On the return, Isabella. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.